What was the challenge for working together with an industrial company from the welding industry?
Yeah, on the first view, I think it's highly attractive for the university to work with a company because it has this touch from being very applied. That means that we do a scientific work which directly has an application in the industry. We can compare it with, for example, the medical doctors do research from bench to bedside. That means they do science to be applicated in real, and we do the same now with this company which is here located nearby, and so it's a highly attractive cooperation for us.
Welding is a challenging work. What was the challenge for sports medicine to get this visualized, what a welder feels?
Yes, normally we do track athletes, for example, or measure athletic movements. But when you compare athletic movements, for example, with that what is a welder doing, it's a little similar. The big challenge was more to measure such a complex three-dimensional movement and also quantify the muscular load and also the physiologic response of the welders. And that was the first challenge, but I think we quickly solved it because of our knowledge in measuring movements. The second, I think, bigger challenge was the high sensitivity to measure this slight differences using a more ergonomic tool compared to a non-ergonomic tool. And there we need a lot of preparation and development to analyze these differences. And I think with a good cooperation and good connection to the responsible persons in the company, I think we succeeded.
You took a special tool for measuring the muscles. How does this help to visualize the results?
Yes, the cooperation now with Abiquor is very long-lasting. I think we started about 12 or 15 years ago. And at this time we only had a very early EMG system with cables, which was not so sensitive. We started then to do different measurements in different positions and find out that this system is able to give us the data we want. And now, about 10 years later, the EMG technique has developed, is more precise, is more sensitive, has no cables at all. And so we are able to improve this method step by step and visualize all the load of the workers much better than about some years ago.
You measure normally like sports people and you want to take a result out of it. Here we have a challenge in professional work. Why are these results important for the welding industry or the welders themselves?
Yes, on the one hand, it has our scientific value that we think what we do here is not only focused on welders, because many people do similar movements and we are able to develop this technique also for other professionals. Specifically for welding, I think it's important because welders have this high load every day and work so hard with the system, and I think that the science has to help them to cope this load and to get a more ergonomic tool to minimize this daily burden which they experience in their work life.
This was the big win-win situation between sports medicine and Abiquor Binzel to get the results and to take these results and to develop a better tool to support the welders, that at the end they have a better work-life balance.
Yes, directly in the praxis. That means that the workers directly can test it, can work with it, and have the benefit of this improved tool. And I think we only have the knowledge in science to work with the data, to measure physiologic responses. But we were not able to contribute anything to the technical development. And this is a job of the company and the workers in the company. And I think that is the specific benefit for us and also for Abiquor Binzel, that we have a symbiosis in this project, and everybody benefits from it.
The big topic for sports medicine is health, and it's the same for Abiquor Binzel, it's health of the welders. And the new study that we are doing with you together is now with fume extraction torches. That's torches that extract the fume directly at source and support that welders are not getting that fume into their lungs. We were happy to do this new study with you, but this is the next level of health for welders. Can you just say something in that direction?
Yeah, I think that when we have a tool which has to be developed to be very ergonomic, has different components. We on the one hand look that it is light, it's not a heavy tool, that the concept is very user-friendly. And also a big part of saving health is a good fume extraction. And the fume extraction itself has also an effect on the ergonomic of the tool. And so I think we try to combine the different fields of saving the welder's health and address all these issues in our science to have finally a good tool from all sides which are important for saving health and have a good end product.
The current study is about fume extraction torches. They always have a bigger diameter because you need to extract the fume for protecting the health of the welder through the torch and the cable. They are more bulky, but the challenge for us as Abico is to have it as close as the standard torches that welders will accept that torch.
Yeah, that's true. I think a welding torch is a very complex tool, and saving health of the welder has different issues to address. And one issue is the fume extraction, and I think it's a specific challenge to address all these issues in one, that we have on the one hand an effective fume extraction and also a very ergonomic welding torch which is most near to the classical torch without this fume extraction tools on it.